I'm not a lawyer, but let me tell you how Trump went from owing this lady $5 million to now owing her an additional $83 million. This is E Jean Carroll. She's a journalist, an author, and an advice columnist. Carroll sued Donald Trump, the 45th president of these United States, for an assault that happened between the fall of 1995 and the spring of 1996. In her lawsuit, Carroll says that after bumping into Trump at a department store in New York, the two shopped around a bit before Trump maneuvered her into a dressing room, pushed her up against the wall, pulled down her tights, and assaulted her. Initially, Carroll only shared this information with a couple of her friends. But then in June of 2019, Carroll made public claims about what she says Trump did to her. And in July of 2019, she released a book that detailed the events of what he did. By this time, Trump is president. And when the claims come out, Trump repeatedly denies them. He denies ever having met Jean Carroll and implies that she was working with the Democratic Party to make up false accusations about him, and even says that she isn't even his type. During an interview with reporters, a reporter questioned Trump about saying he had never met E. Jean Carroll, but yet there was a photograph of the two that existed. To which Trump replied, quote, "I have no idea who this woman is. This is a woman who has also accused other men of things, as you know. It is a totally false accusation. I think she was married, as I read. I have no idea who she is, but she was married to a actually nice guy, Johnson, a newscaster." And the reporter again says, quote, "You were in a photograph with her." 3 years after those initial comments were made, so at this point he's no longer president, Trump continued denying knowing E. Jean Carroll and denying the claims. On October 12, 2022, Trump posted the following on his social media platform, quote, "For the record, E. Jean Carroll is not telling the truth. Is a woman who I had nothing to do with, didn't know, and would have no interest in knowing her if I ever had the chance. Now all I have to do is go through years more of legal nonsense in order to clear my name of her and her lawyers' phony attacks on me. This can only happen to Trump." Well, in May of 2023, a jury found Trump liable for the department store assault and for defaming E. Jean Carroll, specifically having to do with the 2022 comments that he made after he was president. And for the assaults and the 2022 defamation, Carroll was awarded $5 million. And now today, less than a year after that $5 million awarding, Carroll gets another judgment. This trial was specifically about the comments that Trump made about her and the assault in 2019, which was during the time he was president. This trial was not to determine if Trump was liable for the statements, but instead it was to determine how much he has to pay her after having been found liable. Carroll and her attorneys argued that Donald Trump shattered Carroll's reputation by knowingly making these false claims, and that he needed to be punished so severely that it would prevent him from doing it anymore. And the jury agreed. So much so that they awarded her a total of $83.3 million, in addition to the $5 he already owes her. Carroll, who is now 80 years old, hugged her attorneys after the judgment was read and later issued a statement saying, quote, "This is a victory for every woman who stands up when she's been knocked down and a huge defeat for every bully who has tried to keep a woman down." So that's the recap on Trump's latest L. And that's y'all president.